The lights dimmed, and the crowd fell into silence. A young girl, no older than 15, walked timidly onto the stage. Her dress was simple, her shoes worn, and her hands trembled as she gripped the microphone. The judges leaned forward, sensing her nerves. What they didn't know was that behind those shaky breaths was a voice that carried the weight of her entire life story. Her name was Emily. She came from a small town where music was her only escape from hardship. Her mother worked double shifts at a diner, while her father had left when she was just a child. Life had never been easy, and Emily often felt invisible. But whenever she sang, she felt like the world finally listened. Still, standing on a stage this big, with cameras rolling and thousands watching, was her greatest challenge yet. When asked what she would be singing, Emily whispered, "I will always love you." A murmur ran through the audience. Everyone knew this was one of the most difficult songs in the world to perform. Even professionals struggled with its soaring notes. The judges exchanged glances, some skeptical, others hopeful. Emily closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and let the first note escape. The room froze. Her voice was fragile yet filled with emotion, carrying raw pain and beauty all at once. It wasn't just a song, it was her story. Every word seemed to come from a place of longing and love, as though she were singing to someone she had lost. The judges, who had seen thousands of auditions, suddenly felt tears building in their eyes. The audience grew still, afraid to breathe, afraid to miss a single moment. Halfway through the performance, Emily's voice cracked slightly. For a second, it looked as though she might break. The weight of her nerves, the pressure, the memories she carried, it all threatened to silence her. But then she remembered her mother's words before stepping onto the stage, "Sing from your heart, Emily. That's all that matters." She steadied herself, raised her chin, and pushed forward with a strength that stunned everyone. As she climbed to the high notes, her voice soared, flawless and full of power. The final note lingered in the air like a prayer, echoing through the arena. And then there was silence, deep, breathtaking silence. No one clapped, no one spoke. They were all too overcome with emotion. And then, all at once, the audience rose to their feet in a thunderous standing ovation. The judges couldn't hold back their tears. One covered her face with her hands, sobbing openly. Another shook his head in disbelief, whispering, "That's one of the most beautiful performances I've ever heard." The third judge leaned forward and said, voice trembling, "Emily, you didn't just sing that song. You lived it. You've touched every soul in this room." For Emily, that moment felt like a dream. All the nights practicing in her small bedroom, all the struggles she had endured, all the doubt she carried, it all led to this. And in that moment, she knew her life had changed forever. The challenges weren't gone. She would still face hardships. She would still fight for her place in a world that often overlooks people like her. But now she had a voice that the world had heard, a gift that no one could take away. As Emily left the stage, tears of joy streaming down her face, the cameras captured a young girl who had proven something extraordinary, that even in the darkest of struggles, beauty can rise. That courage, vulnerability, and heart can turn pain into something unforgettable. And as the video of her performance spread online, touching millions across the globe, Emily's story became more than just an audition. It became a message of hope. A reminder that no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, your voice matters. In the end, Emily didn't just sing a song. She reminded the world that love, in its purest form, can heal, inspire, and bring even the strongest to tears.